problem shared is a problem halved, or so they say. Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint. Last night, with some of my team members and some friends, we all went out for dinner and caught up. And, you know, I was watching the interactions at the table. I was at one end of the table, so I had a group that I was talking to, and then at the other end of the table, there was a group, and everyone was interacting with each other. And, you know, I'm not privy to the conversations, but I did talk to Matt on the way home and was, you know, saying, because I had a really good conversation with this person, and I'm like, yeah, it was really good. We talked about this. And I said, we don't do this enough as humans and as men, as much as anything. And I remember when we finished high school, for the, I guess, 5 or 8 years afterwards, there'd be pub nights, or you'd go, you know, to the pub and, you know, bet on the dogs and have a snitty, or you'd go to, you know, Thursday night, schnitzel night, or whatever it was, and it would just be a rolling night. And I didn't go a lot, but I know that people did. But there'd be a rolling night that Thursdays was that, or whatever it was, and you'd go sit there and just talk to your friends and be part of your tribe, I guess, which we don't do anymore. Well, Western culture, I think, aren't great at it, and I can only really comment around, you know, me in South Australia and that, but I just don't see it happen as much as it should. And I think that for me, that sense of community helps if I'm dealing with something, or if someone else is dealing with something. And I really think that there's a lot of value in us as humans spending time with other humans. I don't think we're meant to be isolated, and I think that we can get caught up in this rat race of, you know, a sales calendar. Like, I'm really guilty of it. You know, one day is a part of 1 month, which is a part of one financial year, which is a part of a 10-year goal, which is a part of a 20-year goal. And it's rare for us to stop and go, hang on a sec, we need some human interaction here. And between the dropping kids off at school sport and, you know, the ships passing in the night of a husband and wife, like trying to balance everything, we don't have the same connections that we once did. And so I really want to encourage you to reach out to the group of friends that you used to play football with, or your schoolmates, or people that you may not have seen for a while, that you connect with, and start a tradition or start a rolling thing once a month or once every 2 months. I know it's hard, of let's catch up, let's have dinner, and let's talk and just share problems and ideas. And I guarantee you'll walk away from that going, we really should do this more often. Why don't we do this more often? Because I truly believe that as humans, we are meant to connect with other humans. And I'm sure that there is some kind of psychological thing here where someone will say, yeah, that's tribal, that's normal, that's what the cultures of this country do well, or the religions of that country, of that world do. They sit down and they share, and, you know, sometimes the men and the women separate and then they'll come back together, or whatever it might be. I think it's not happening enough. And I think that a lot of the problems that you might actually be going through, or problems that you perceive that you have, might be, you know, somewhat not necessarily overcome, but, you know, worked towards being overcome just by spending time sitting down and sharing a meal. And I fully acknowledge that that's challenging if you are in a relationship where you're managing children's sports, etc. But I know, for me, if I say to my wife, hey, on Thursday in 2 weeks, we're going to do a group dinner, as long as she knows what's going on, it's fine. And I think that it could be a two-way street, right? And just go, I think this is something I want to do. I'm going to go spend some time with my friends on a Thursday night, or once a month, the last Friday of the week, whatever it might be. We're going to have dinner and we're just going to talk. And I really encourage you to do the second Friday of every month with your friends. Go out, you know, rediscover the person that you were before you were just mum, or just a wife, or just a husband, or just a business owner, or just whatever, because we get so caught up in these identifiers, and we sometimes can lose sight of things that matter to us and the things that made us happy in the past. And I think, you know, if there's problems in your life around business or anything, stresses of home life, relationship with your partner, I think if you can go do those things, it'll move you somewhere towards finding what was there before. Anyway, that is it. So let me know your thoughts. Is there something that you're doing already? Am I just on an island of not doing it? I don't know. I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Be kind to each other. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. And I will talk to you tomorrow.